Welcome back. It's Baldur's Gate 3. We just exited the Nautiloid. We're on the Ravaged Beach. We are picking up exactly where we left off. Shadowheart. Waker.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention.
The Divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
This game is funny. Do you know where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
We? You want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Well, Shadowheart, we're playing mostly good and all ladies, so
Breathe deep and
you
move.
made the cut. Looking around for stuff to pick up. Using left alt. Old floppy hat. That sounds great. We'll put that straight onto our head. So if we hit M, we can see what's going on with the map. This is obviously where we landed, right there. We found Shadowheart right about there. And we are now here. And there's kind of an ancient door before us.
I'll take that.
We're not going to worry about that right now.
Never wanted the easy path.
We're going to keep looting. We'll lock in that waypoint just to be sure it knows that we found it.
More of those wretched things.
So I personally, I don't have any spell slots left. I could do some environmental combat. So I have this little produce flame option, and then later I can throw it. But while I like to walk around with it because it also acts as a light source.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
I'm easy to see because I do have a light source on me after all. Whoa, getting a little close.
Never wanted the easy path.
Hey, saw me.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
I really probably should go for this toss, even though it's going to give him a chance to hit me with opportunity attack.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Ooh. Hit me pretty hard there.
Need to act fast.
$12 is a lot of health. If I heal, though, it's just going to give them another opportunity. Let's go for the...
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Go for the win when you got a chance.
Just a brief respite.
Take a quick break to get some health back.
Let's have a look.
Little drow poison. That's going to get me encumbered. I'm going to send a few things to camp, even though we haven't technically been to camp yet. Sort by weight. Yeah, look at all these heavy things that I have on me.
On my way.
Go ahead and give everybody a good looting here.
No traps, please.
Okay, so we have ability to level up. Ooh. That's another way to get my spell slots back. By leveling up. That should probably give us our ability to cast spells in the game. You can only cast a certain amount of spells per day. And then you have to take a long rest. But I think we level up. We're going to switch. So we started off as a bard. I'm going to add 1 level of wizard. So we can also be a wizard. Now, we're a wizard with 8 intelligence, but trust me on that. Cantrips. We probably don't need Firebolt. We definitely don't need Friends, because we have that as a bard. Let's take everything out for a second here. I'm gonna pick... What am I gonna pick? I can use fire as my innate ability, being a tiefling, so I don't need that firebolt. Acid splash is kind of interesting. Blade Ward is also of interest. We'll go with Acid Splash. And then we have a bunch of spells to choose from. Mage Armor is clearly a good one. Maybe not for ourselves right away, but for other people, it's a clear winner. We already picked up Featherfall and Longstrider and Thunderwave. Magic Missile. A little bit of Grease. Chromatic Orb. That's a nice one. Hurls a sphere that deals damage. Can be different types of damage. Problem is, of course, I'm not smart enough to prepare all these spells. So we're going to have to work on our int. That's going to be something that we're not going to dwell on. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So yeah, I think I'm going to drop this and, in fact, go with Blade Ward. So that's very much a utilitarian style selection of cantrips. And then we're also going to pick... I've got the list here. Enhanced Leap. Being able to jump is very good. Mage Armor. Magic Missile. Sleep is impossibly strong. Grease and Disguise Self. That's what we're going to go with. And we can learn one of those spells. Right off the bat, which one do we want? We'll go with Magic Missile. Fires 3 magical darts, each dealing 2 to 5 force damage. They always hit. And I have a plan. Oh yeah, one of the other limitations for this run is that we're not going to totally respect somebody, right? So you're a cleric, you're going to be a cleric, but I might adjust some of the subdomains. And in this case, I do want to adjust Shadow Hearts away from trickery to life. But we'll worry about that momentarily. Trying to think if there's anything in here that we really need. I don't think there is. Not planning. I'm trying to have her be mostly a caster, so we don't need both the inflict wounds, which is a melee attack, and the guiding bolt, which is a range attack. So I think in this case we'll just take a level up and oh, I got one spell slot back from being a wizard. That's what happened there. Not as good as I thought, but still better than nothing. By exactly 1. I wonder, this should give me at least 1 spell slot back, right? I'm curious. Oh, it did. Attack 2 spells is enough.
Hurry. I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
I obviously don't believe you, but I'm going to act like I do.
There. Can you see it?
Sounds like a boar.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need her alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Ah, promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
What's my options on this? Melee weapon proficiency +2 die roll. Let's say yes for now.
Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks did to me.
Yeah, but backwards. They took me prisoner just like you.
Don't lie to me.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer worm. It's connected us. Melee attack, whisper a cantrip to burn his hand. Hey, already getting advantage of being a wizard. Of course, I'm very dumb. Slip free while he's distracted. +3 in a dexterity or just average strength. So let's go with the dexterity roll. Hey, Shadowheart, give me a little guidance here. Silently whisper that cantrip so he can't hear.
I saw into your mind. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Haha. Glad to see we're all cut up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Tell me your name and your story, or I can use the Waldarian connection.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
No, he's one of these. Yes, unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers.
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
I need to get moving, but you can shelter at my camp.
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea. Safety in numbers, after all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
We're sticking to the ladies only.
There, a mind flayer. And it's
I'm gonna give myself one roll.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured.
If I can kill him with mockery, I'm gonna do it.
You could send an elf.
Oh, he's saved. All right.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
You should be furious.
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to take a chance on an intellect roll.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated.
Break free.
Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever. Yeah.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
I'm just checking to make sure there isn't any wacky places where we can walk. Looks like this is it.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Oh, look at this.
What's going on with that room?
Ah,
It's unstable somehow.
let's check it out.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
I am not feeling confident about my intelligence rolls. I like my bard charisma roll. Ooh. Just barely. Holy moly.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
How'd you get stuck in that stone?
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side. as it
Weaving.
were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
No idea.
Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
Couldn't have phrased it more replendently myself. My goodness.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as seromorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
Adroit is a word
You
I've
seem
never
to know
heard.
enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
No, thank you. I'm not looking for a traveling companion. Is that my only option here? I want to keep him around, but I don't want him to join the party.
Most excellent.
I guess I'll send him to the.
Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect.
I'll send him
Oh.
to camp in a bit.
But before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
We're going to walk around the corner here. And we're going to say, get out.
Let me work my magic.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You have a familiar twinkle in your touch. You're a wizard, aren't you?
Just a little.
Would you consider yourself particularly well read? The aid of someone learned would be of great use to me.
I was reading a whole book every day before our unhappy capture. Yeah, I'm no keen. I take pride in my skill, but I'm no Kelvin Blackstaff.
Oh, don't compare yourself to Kelvin. He wastes far too much of his time dying. You and I both know the aid a powerful sage could bring us. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master.
All right, we're gonna try our best here to
What's on your mind?
maintain our theme. Remain in camp.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
Oh, okay. See ya. Wait. Okay, so he's gonna go the same way we're going.
How much farther can I go?
It's a little awkward, but okay. Well, he's just gonna walk right up into the counter. Gale. He's breaking our immersion. Oh, there we go.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I'm liking... I mean, we've got all kinds of options here. I like the Bard option. Oh gods, you've caught a scout! The Gith invasion force is right behind me. Save yourselves! And then we're going to add advantage on top of it and guidance. I like our odds. What? Sheesh. All that and we just barely got by.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
I always click on say please.
Never.
She always says never.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna shoot it until it breaks.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
What exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Let's find this creche.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Okay, so all party members. So the party basically has a level. So anyone that joins the party gets the experience of the entire party. So Lae'zel is already leveled up, ready to go. Oh, that's rather straightforward. We just get the action surge. Immediately gain an extra action to use this turn. And it recharges every short rest.
Without delay.
So you can only really do that
Looking ahead.
once per
One day
battle.
I'll catch a break.
You know what? I think our party has formed nicely at this point. Let's call it here. We've got 3 of our ladies ready to rock. We have room for one more. Who will it be? I would say find out in the next episode, but it's going to be like 4 or 5 episodes before we get there. So this is going to be our rockin' crew for a while. Oh, one more thing. Let's get
I'm ready.
Shadowheart. Let's pass that awesome sword that we got from the previous episode
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
over to Lae'zel.
Let's get going.
Now we're done. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.